Hello everyone. So welcome to channel Knowledgia. Here we will be discussing the solutions of paper October-November 2025 paper 5.041 version. So this is the calculator paper. So we'll be going through the solutions and we have the answer key. So we'll match the solution. I hope you will be able to understand all the questions. So let's start with the first question. The standard question on symmetry. Quadrilateral has two rotational symmetry, order 2, and diagonals are the lengths of symmetry. So this is a property of a rhombus. You can clearly see in a rhombus, all the sides are equal, and this is the line of symmetry, and this is the line of symmetry, and the order of rotation will be equal to 2. So this is the answer is rhombus. A very easy question. You have to just solve this equation. So you can clearly see this is 11 minus 4 is equal to 2x. That is 7 is equal to 2x. X is equal to 7 by 2. That is the answer for this. Next question. Two parallel lines, angles given to you. You have to find x, and you can clearly see this is 55. I can say this is also 55 degree because these are vertical opposite angle. Vertical opposite angle. And the sum of interior opposite angles is 180 degree. So what is x? X will be equal to 180 degree minus 55 degree, which is equal to 125 degree. Right? This is 125 degree. So the answer is 120. That is the answer for this question. Next, the time question. You can see the journey starts at 22:16 and it took 5 hours and 52 minutes. And what is the final journey? So you can see 22. Let's start with 22. So 22 plus 5. If I take 22 plus 5, 22 plus 2, 24, and plus 3. So this will be, you can say 303. Correct? 03 if I start from 22. Now 16 plus 52. What is 16 plus 52? This is, you can say 68. So 68 minutes. That means you can say this is, I'll add 1 hour and 8 minutes. 08 minutes. So adding 1 hour here. So that will be 04. And what is 8 this? So 0408. That is the answer. The time will be 0408. Right? Next question. A question on scale this geometrical construction. So here you can see AB is given to you, AC is 7, BC is 5. You have to complete the triangle. So you can see if I take AB is given, this is 8 centimeter. Now AC is 7. So how will you mark this? You take a compass, you mark an arc of AC length, which is equal to 7. Okay? So put the compass needle here and cut an arc of 7. Right? And from B, BC is equal to 5. From B, we will take a arc of 5. So let's say this is, it will cut 5 and it will be C. So if I join this, if you join this and this is what is expected in this question. Now in this, measure the angle between ACB, ACB. So if you measure the angle, what you have to do is you have to just put the this protector and measure this angle. And you will find this will be somewhere between 80 to 80. So just you can just change this value. Okay. So this you can try. Now the next part is the triangle ABC is a scale drawing. So that figure given was a scale drawing. The scale is 1 to 10,000. What is the actual distance from A to B? So what is the on the scale drawing? What is the distance AB? AB is 8 centimeter. So AB is 8 centimeter on the scale drawing. So what is the actual distance? The scale is 1 to 10,000. So you can see what is the actual distance? This will be 8 multiplied with 10,000 centimeters, right? But you have to write the answer in kilometer. So what is this? You can see this is 8 multiplied with 10,000 and 100. That is it will convert to meter and then it will convert to kilometers by dividing with 1000. So you can see this is 3 zeros cancelled, 1 zero cancelled. This is 0.8 kilometers. So what is the answer? 0.8 kilometers. B is due east of A. Find the bearing of A from B. So now a bearing question. So this is C. B is due east of A. So let's say this is A and we know this is east, west, north, south. So they are saying B is due east of A. So what is the bearing of A? from B. So from B, what is the value? You can see this angle. You have to measure this angle, correct? Because this is north for B, right? So bearing of A from B, you have to measure this angle, and you can see this 90 degree. So what is the answer? This is 270 degree. I hope this is clear, correct? Now the next question. So to just expand this, this is 3g minus 2g square. Just multiply the bracket. So now the next question. Write down the inequality represented on the diagram. So here you have to just be careful. But this is a closed circle. This is an open circle. This is filled. This is open. So what is this? We will write x is less than or equal to 2 greater than minus 3. If this is a dark circle, that means you will have to include the point. Write down all the integer values of x satisfying this inequality. So to solve this inequality for integer values, we can see what is this. If I divide both sides by 2, this will be 4 and this is minus 2. Correct? If I divide by 2. Now, what are the integers? So you can see it is minus 2 to 4. So what are the integers? X can be equal to, you can see this is minus 1. But we will not take minus 2. Okay. Then this is minus 1, 0, 1, 2, 3, and 4 also, because 4 is equal to 6. So this is the answer, all the values which are required. Now, you have to just calculate this, put the value in the calculator. I'll just write the answer. You will get the answer from 1.113 to 1.125. Anything value which is, if you write any value between this, the answer will be, you just put the value in the calculator. An athlete runs speed 9.5 meters per second. Convert this to kilometers per hour. So this is 9.5 meters per second. Right? I have to convert this into kilometers per hour. So you can see this 9.5 meters is 9.5 divided by 1000. Correct? That will convert to kilometers. And this 1 second I will divide by 3600, 60 into 60. So that will be, this is kilometer per hour. So you can see this is 95 into 360 divided by 1%. So now you can just calculate this value. So that will give you the answer. That is, this is 34.2. So this is 34.2 kilometers per hour. I hope this is clear. 9.5 meters divided by 1000 will convert to kilometer. And 1 second divide. 1 second I have divided by 3600 for hour. Okay. So just put the value in the calculator, you will get the answer. Next question. A is a point 2 comma 1. AB vector is given to you. You have to find the coordinate of B. So if B is x, let's say this is B. This is x comma y and this is A, which is 2 comma 1. Then AB vector is this. So what is AB vector? AB vector is equal to x minus 2 and 1 minus y minus 1. That is this minus this. And this is given to you. What is this? This is 2 and 4. Correct? So x minus 2 equal to 2. That is x equal to 4. And x minus 1 equal to 4. That is xy is equal to 5. So what is the point? 4 comma 5. That is the answer. 4 comma 5. Okay. So now next question. In a sale, the prices of the goods are reduced by 15%. Original price is $60. What is the sale price? That is, you can see this is the original price. That is the cost price. You can say original price. Original price. And this is the sale price. Sale price. So what is the original price? Original price is $60. And it is reduced by 15%. So this is reduced by 15%. So what is the final price? So what is the multiplier? You can see the multiplier will be 0.8 because it is reduced by 15%. So this is 0.15 and this is 1 minus 0.15, which is equal to 80. So you can say 100 minus 15, which is 85. So what is the sale price? This will be equal to $60 into 0.85. So what is the answer? If you just multiply this and you can check this calculation, you will find this will be equal to $51. So that is the answer for this question. Okay. Now the sale price of a different code. is 58.14. What is the original price? So this is the sale price. Original price and this is the sale price. Now here the original price is has to be found, and this is the sale is 15% reduction. What is the sale price? This is $58. Correct? And you have to find what is the original price. So let's say original price is X. So we have already seen this is decreased by 0.15. So what is this? This is, you can see, this will be equal to, I have reduced by 15%, that is multiplied is 0.8. So what is X? X will be equal to 58.14 divided by 0.8. That is the original price is this. If you just calculate this, you will find this is 68.40 dollars. So that is the answer for this question. Okay. So I hope this is clear. You can just use the calculator and see all the answers. Okay. So let's move to the next question. Some students are asked, this is the Venn diagram, typical Venn diagram questions. You can see, find the number of students who do not like rugby. Do not like rugby. So how many students do not like rugby? So you can see this is the part of rugby. Correct? So how many are outside rugby? That is 33 students are here and 4 students are here, which are not liking any of the sport. So what is this? 33 plus 4, which is 37. So what is the answer? 37 is the answer. Okay? Use the set notation to describe the region containing the students who like rugby but not football. Who like rugby but not football. Who like rugby but not football. That means this. That is inside R. Inside this R but outside F. So what is this? You can clearly see what is this? Inside R but outside F. That is R intersection F complement. Okay. So now next question. The diagram shows two vertical poles AE and PT. Okay, given in the question. This is the horizontal ground. Calculate the angle of elevation of T from T. Elevation of T from point T. So you can see if I join this is the angle of elevation. If I join this is the angle of elevation. That is, you have to find this angle. You have to find this angle. This angle is, let's say, theta. So how will you find this? Why this is the angle of elevation? This is the line of sight. So from this, you have to find this angle of elevation. So you can clearly see if this is, I have drawn this as parallel. So what is this? This is 33 meters, right? And this is 12.6 and this is 1.5. So what will be this much length? This much length. This is 12.6 minus 1.5, which is 11.1. So what is this? This is 11.1. Correct? So now, how will you calculate this angle? You can say this angle is 90 degree, opposite and adjacent. So I can apply tan theta. What is tan theta? This is 11 point opposite side. You can say opposite, and this is adjacent because this angle is 90 degrees. So this is 33. So what is theta? Theta will be equal to tan inverse of 11.1 upon 33. And if you just check the calculations, you will find this will be 18.6 degrees. 18.6 degrees. Okay. So just check this. You can just check this answer. Okay. Next question. A cube contains a solid metal sphere. The sphere touches all the faces of the cube. Okay. So this is a cube. Let's say this is just a cross section I'm applying, like this cube. And a cube contains a solid metal sphere. And this is the sphere which is touching all the sides. You can see like this. Okay. The side length of the cube, this is 8 centimeter. Then the question is, what is the volume of the sphere? So you can see if this is the side length is 4, what is the radius of this? Because this is touching all the side, this will be 4 centimeter. And what is the volume of the sphere? You can check the formula. Volume is equal to 4 by 3 pi r cube. So this is 4 by 3 pi, and r cube, you can check this is equal to 4 cube. And this you can just check this. This is 4 raised to 4 upon 3, and 4 raised to 4 is 256. This is pi. Okay, centimeter cube. So this is an easy question. Calculate the percentage of the cube that is not occupied by the sphere. So what is the volume not occupied? Volume percentage not occupied. Let's write this percentage not occupied will be equal to what is the volume of the cube out of 8 cube, right? This is the volume of the cube. And what is the volume not occupied? So this is 8 cube minus, we have already calculated what is the volume of the sphere. This is 256 pi divided by 3. This is the volume not occupied, right? So what is the percentage in 100? So if you just put the value, you will see that this will be equal to, this is equal to, I'll just write the value. This is 47.63%. Okay, you can just put the value in the calculator and check the answer. Now let's move to the next question. The density of the metal, okay, density of the metal of the sphere is 7.86 gram. Then calculate the mass. Okay, so density, they have given already the formula mass upon volume. You have to calculate the mass. So what is the mass? Mass will be equal to density into volume. Now what is the density? This is 7.86, correct? That is the density gram per centimeter cube. And what is the volume of the sphere? So this is the volume of the sphere we just discussed. This is the volume of the sphere, 256 by 3. So this is 256 by 3. So you can just put 256 by 3. That will be the in grams. Okay. And you have to write the answer in kilograms. So what is this? This will be equal to, mass will be equal to 7.86 into 256 into pi divided by 3. This was the grams. We will divide by 1000 to convert into kilograms. So now you can just put the values in the calculator. You will see that what is the answer for this. This is 2.11 2.11 kilograms. Okay, you can just check the answer. Next question. The sphere is melted down and made into solid cylinder with the radius 3.1 centimeter. What is the surface area of the cylinder? Okay, so now you see this sphere which we have is melted down to form a solid cylinder. So you have, this is made from the same material, okay, like this, and the radius of this is 3.1 centimeter. So what is the total surface area? Now for finding the total surface area of this, we need to first find what is the height of this, because then only you will be able to find this, correct? Now what is the volume of this sphere? Volume of the cylinder, they will be same, because this is made from this only. So what is the volume of this sphere? 256 pi by 3, which we already used. You can see we have used this 256 pi by 3. That is the volume of the sphere, and this volume should be equal to the volume of the cylinder, which is pi r square, which is 3.1 square h. So that will give you the height, which is equal to, h is equal to, you can cancel this pi and you can say this is 256 divide by 3 into 3.1 square centimeters. That will be the height of this. Okay. So now if you just check, okay, we will use this. We will calculate this. So this is 256 divided by 3 and 3.1 square. 3.1 square. So this will be 8.88. 8.88 centimeters. This is the height. Now you have to get the total surface area. So what is the total surface area of this? Surface area will be equal to, you can say the curved surface area, which is pi r h, right? 2 pi r h plus the, you can say the area of the circle and this circle, which is pi r square and pi r square. You can see this is 2 pi r h, that is the curved surface area, and this is pi r square plus pi r square. That will give you the total surface area. So now let's put the values. You can say 2 pi r 2 pi is common. You can say this is r is also common, and this is h plus r, right? So now let's see what is this value. 2 pi r is 3.1, and h we have already calculated. This is 8.88 plus r is 3.1. So now let's check the answer. Now let's calculate this. 2 pi into 3.1 into 8.88 plus 3.1. So this is 233.34. That is the correct answer. 233.34 area, that is centimeter square. Okay, so that is the answer for this question. Okay. So I hope this is clear. You have to just check the calculations. This is the correct answer for this. Let's move to the next question. The question on the circles, very important question. Again, basic properties. ABC. ABC lie on a circle. Center tangents are given to you. Find the angle ATB. We have to find angle ATB. So you can see, if you have to find this angles, what you can do is, you can say, if I join this center, right? If I join this angle is 67 degree. So this angle will be double of 67 degree. Why this is double of 67 degree? Because the angle at center by the same arc, right? And the angle at the center and the circumference, this is double of this, correct? So this is 67 into 2. This is 67 into 2, which is, you can see, 130, right? 134 degree. Now you can see this angle is 90 degree. This angle is 90 degree. Now why they are 90 degree? Because this is radius and tangent. Radius and tangent are perpendicular. So this is 180. So obviously this plus this is 180 degree, because the sum of all the angles of a quadrilateral is 360 degree. So what will be this angle? You can see this angle will be equal to 180 degree minus 134 degree. So you can see what is this? This is 6, and what is 8, 7 minus 3? That is 4, 46 degree. So what is the answer? This is 46 degree. So let's see the correct answer. That is 46 degree is the answer for this question. Now let's move to the next question. The question table shows the frequency, estimate the mean. If we're finding the mean, we will take midpoints, because this is given in the class interval. So what is the midpoint of this? This is, you can say, what is the height you will take for mean. For height, the midpoint, that is 15 by 2, which is 7.5. Here this is what? 32 with 11, basically. This is 10, 12. Yeah, this is 11. So this is 11. And what is the midpoint of these two? You can say this is 32. 32, that is 16. So this is 16. So what is the mean height? So mean will be equal to height, that is midpoint of the height, into frequency. So what is this? 7.5 into 3 plus 11 into 24 plus this is 16 into 23 divided by the sum of all the frequencies. What is sum of all the frequencies? This is 50, because this is the data of 50 plants. Right? You can just check this sum will be equal to 50. So let's put the value in the calculator and get the answer. You will get this is equal to, you can see, 13.09. You will find this is 13.09. That is the mean. 13.09 centimeters. Okay. So now move to the next question. So this is, next question is on the coordinate geometry. Find the equation of straight line passing through 2, 0 and 0, 4. So you can see, if the line is passing through 2, 0 and 0, 4, this is 2, 0 and this is 0, 4. So what is the y-intercept? 4. And what is the gradient? What is the gradient? This is y2 minus y1 upon x2 minus x1. This is 4 minus 0. 4 minus 0 upon 0 minus 2, which is equal to minus 2. Or you can say this is rise upon run, but in the negative direction. So that is why this is negative 4. 4 by 2 in the negative direction, that is minus 2. So what is the equation? This is y equal to mx plus c. Now what is the gradient? This is fast gradient is the point where this is intersecting y-axis. So this sorry, y-intercept is the point where this is intersecting y-axis. So this is plus 4. That is the answer for this question. Y equal to minus 2x plus 4. Now the next question. The diagram shows speed time graph. Calculate the distance in first 10 second. First 10 second, what is the distance? Now speed time graph. How to calculate the distance? That is the area of the graph. Area under this graph. That is the speed. That is the distance traveled from the speed time graph. So what is the area of this? You can use this for this rectangle plus this, or you can use the trapezium area. Anything is fine. So what is the area? You can see for the first part, what is the distance traveled? Basically the area. So what is this? This is 8 and this is 2. Correct? And this is what? This is 8. 10 minus 2. Correct? So what is this area? This is half. 2 into 8, half base into height. And what is the area of this rectangle? This is 8 into 8. So what is the total distance traveled? This is the total distance traveled, which is in meters. So this is, you can see 8 plus 64, which is 72 meters. It is the answer, 72. Okay. The length of the race is 100 meters. Okay. After 10 seconds, the athlete continues to run at a speed of 8 meters until the end of the race. Calculate the total time the athlete takes to complete the 100-meter race. Okay. So, what is the time taken? So, you can see, so the first part is okay. The question is the length of the race is 100 meters. Okay, 100 meters race. After 10 seconds, the athlete continues to run at a speed of 8 meters per second until the end of the race. Calculate the total time athlete takes to complete the 100-meter race. Okay. So, first he completed how many? Okay. So, he completed in 2 seconds how much distance he covered. Okay. So, let's see what is the distance covered in 2 seconds. So, 2 seconds, what is the distance covered? 8 meters. Right? So remaining distance, what is the total distance? 800 meters. So 2 seconds for, you can say, for 8 meters. I hope this is clear. Now after that, he is running at a speed of 8 meters per second. Correct? So 8 meters per second, and how much distance he has to travel? 100, total 100, and he had covered 8 meters from this. So what is the distance remaining? What is the distance remaining? 100 minus 8. 100 minus 8 meters. Correct? So what is the time taken? Time is distance, speed is distance upon time. So what is the time taken? Time taken is distance upon speed. So what is the distance? You can see distance is 100 minus already covered is 8. And what is the speed? The speed is 8. I hope this is clear. So what is this? This is 2 seconds plus this many seconds. So what is this? 2 seconds plus 100 minus that is 92 by 8 seconds. So let's see what is this? 92 divided by 8, which is 11.5 plus 2 plus seconds, 13.5 seconds. 13.5 seconds. That is the, you can say that is the answer for this question. I hope you have understood this, because for first 2 seconds we have to know how much distance he has traveled, because after that he is running at a constant speed of 8 meters per second. Okay. That is why first we calculated what is the distance traveled in the first 2 seconds, that is 8 meters. You can see from this we got this, and after that how much distance is 100 minus 8, that is, and for at what speed he is running? At 8 meters per second. You can see 8 meters per second. That is how we will calculate the answer. Okay. So next question. The mass of a radioactive substance decays exponentially at a rate of 10%. Initial mass is given. The number of whole days it takes mass to be first less than 1 gram. So what, this is the exponential decay. So what is the initial mass? Let's say this is the final mass. What is the initial mass? Initial mass is 20 grams. And it is decreasing at a rate of 10%. So this is exponential decay. And let's say the time taken is t. Okay, number of days, or you can say number of days. Yeah. the number of days is, let's say, t. So this is 20 into 0.9 raised to t. And this is the final mass, right? Now this mass should be less than 1. This should be less than 1 gram. So now, if this is the expression, you have to do some trial and error to get the value of t. So you start putting some values of t, and at the value of t where you get this quantity is less than 1. Okay, this is less than, that will be the answer for our question. So if you just do trial and error, you will see, if I put 25, I'll show you the calculation so that you will be able to understand. So how to do trial and error. So you start with some large value. So let's say if I start with 25. So if I put this is 20 multiplied with 0.9 power 25. So you will see this is 1.43. So this is final mass will be equal to 1.43 grams. Now this is not less than 1. So let's increase the number. So if I take t is equal to, let's say, 28. So what is the final mass? Final mass will be equal to. So I'll just change this and say this is 20 multiplied with, what is this, 0.9 raised to, what is 28. So you will see this is 1.04. So this is 1.04. You can see that final mass is decreasing. Now, if I take, let's say, you can see we are getting closer to 1. So if I take 29, what will be the final mass? You can see this is, I'll just put again the value 0.20 multiplied with 0.9 and raised to, you can see this is 29. So you can see now this is 0.94 grams. So when on the 29th day, after 29 days, this will be less than 1 gram. So what is the answer? 29 days. So this is how you do the trial and error. I hope this is clear. Okay. The basic question, very standard question on sequence. The question is, the first 5 terms of the sequence are given to you. What is the next term? Now, what kind of sequence is this? We just observe this. If you multiply this with 1 by 2, each term 1 by 2, you are getting the next term, correct? So what is the next term? This is 1 by 2, that is 3 by 2. What is the answer? 1.5. This is an exponential series because we are multiplying the same number with the term to get the next term. That is, what is the nth term for an exponential sequence? What is the nth term? T1 into r raised to n minus 1. What is T1? The first term, which is 48. What is the common ratio? Common ratio is the number which you are multiplying, that is 1 by 2. And this is the position, n minus 1. So what is the answer? This is the position. This is the nth term of this, 1 by 2 in 48 into 1 by 2 raised to n minus 1. So let's see. Just if you want to simplify this further, like we cannot simplify this much, but what we can say is this is 48 into 1 by 2 raised to n into 1 by 2 raised to minus 1, because this is the exponential property, right? So now this is 48 into 1 by 2 raised to n. Now what is 1 by 2 raised to minus 1, which is equal to 2. So now what is this? This is 96 into 1 by 2 raised to n. This is how we can write the answer. Even if you write this, that is answer for this question. Okay. Next question. Let's move to the next one. In a triangle STU, these are given to you. You have to calculate the area of triangle. So you can see if you have a triangle like this, triangle STU. ST is 8. This is SU is 9 centimeter. This is 8 centimeter. And angle TSU, that is the angle between them, is 50 degree. So this is what is the area of the triangle whose sides and angle between them are given to you. So this is 1 by 2. The product of the sides, that is 72 into sine of angle between them. That will be the area of this. So you can see this is 36 into sine 50 degree. Just the value sine 50 degree. You will find the answer, which is equal to 27.6. 27.6 centimeters. That will be the answer on this question. You can round accordingly. Okay. So this is again a simple formula based question. Next question. Alex invests $200 at a rate of R% per year compound interest. At the end of 25 years, the value of the investment is this. Find the value of R. So you can see this is again a initial final value is initial value 1 plus R by 100 raised to. Okay. So what is the final value of the investment? 301.10 equal to P naught. Initial value is initial investment is 200, 1 plus R by 100. And for how many years we have invested? That is 25 years. That is time is 25. So what is this? This is 301.10 divided by 200 is equal to 1 plus R upon 100 raised to 25. Now you have to find R. Okay. So we'll take this 25 on this side. So this will become 301.10 upon 200 power 1 by 25. If you take the power, it will become reciprocal. Okay. And this is 1 plus R by, right? So what is R? So you will see if I write this, this is R by 100. R by 100 will be equal to 1 minus 301.10 divided by 200 raised to 1 by 25. You can get this using calculator. You find this value, multiply with 100, that will give you the answer. So what is the answer? I will give you, that is 1.65%. I will be equal to 1.65. That is the answer for this question. I hope this is clear. Okay. Next question. Now this is proportional. Y is inversely proportional to root of x plus 1 basically. X is given to you, y is given to you, find the y in terms of x. So you can see y is proportional to, that is k by root of x plus 1. Now you have to just find the value of k. How will you find the value of k? It is given that x equal to 8, y equal to 3. So if I say y equal to 3, x is equal to 8. So this is root of 8 plus 1, that is 9. So we can clearly see this is root 9 is 3. Multiply 3 here, that is 9. So what is the value of k? K is equal to 9. So what is y? Y is equal to 9 by root of x plus 1. Right? This is how you can express. So this is 9 by root of x plus 1. Next question. Martha walks the distance of 10 kilometers at a speed of this. She then runs. Okay. Total time taken is given. Write down the expression of in terms of x for the time she is walking. Okay. So she walks a distance of 10 kilometers at a speed of this. So what is the formula? This is speed is distance by time. So what is the time taken? Time taken for walking. So time taken for walking will be equal to, what is the distance? 10 kilometers. And what is the speed? X. That is the answer, 10 by x. That is the first part, right? 10 by x kilometer r. Okay. Now the second part, you have to show that this equation. Now how will you show this equation? So here you just see the total time taken is given to you. So for some distance, for 10 kilometers, the speed is x kilometers per hour. And for next 5 kilometers, this is the speed. So total time taken is given to you. So what is the total time taken? Can I say this is equal to, total time taken is 3.5. This is equal to, what is the time taken for walking? So this is 10 upon x, correct? 10 upon x. And what is the time taken in running? So that is for 5 kilometers she is running. At what speed? That is x plus 4. I hope this is clear. Time taken is equal to distance upon speed. Distance upon speed. Now this is the expression. You have to rearrange this to get the value, to show this expression. So how will you show this? You have to just simplify this algebraic expression. So you can see how will you simplify this expression? This is 3.5 I'll multiply x plus 4 and 5 here. So this is 10x plus 4 plus 5x divided by x into x plus 4. Right. Now let's simplify this. Let me write it here. So this will cross multiply here. So this is 3.5x x plus 4 is equal to, you can clearly see, this is 10x plus 40 plus 5x. So 10x plus 5x will become 15x. And this is 10 into 4, that is 40. Right? So this is the expression. What I have done is I have multiplied it here, simplified this bracket. This is 10x plus 5x is 15x and plus 40. You can just check this. 3.5x into x, that is 3.5 x square. 3.5 x into 4, that is 3.5 into 4, which is 3.5 double is 7, 7 into 2 is 14. This is 14x is equal to 15x plus 40. Now rearrange the terms. You can clearly see this is 3.5 x square plus 14x minus 15x minus 10 minus 40 is equal to 0. I have taken all these terms on this side, subtracting. What is this? This is 3.5 x square minus x, 14x minus 15x. This is minus 40 equal to 0. So this is the expression you got, but you have to express this in this form. So you can clearly see 3.5 is half of 7 by half of 7. Basically, this is 7 by 2. Or you can say, if I multiply the whole expression with 2, if I multiply the complete expression with 2, this expression with 2, so the 2 into 0 will become 0, and this will become what? 3.5 into 2. So I'll write it here. 3.5 into 2 is 7x square. This will be minus 2x, and this will be minus 80 equal to 0. So this is what is the expression which you have to show. I hope this is clear. This is again a very standard question. Many times this question has been asked in your exams. Now solve this equation to correct decimal place. You must show all your working. So you have to write the answer. You have to solve this equation, and obviously it is in decimal, so you will use the quadratic formula. Okay. So what is the quadratic formula? X is equal to minus b plus minus root of b square minus 4ac upon 2a. The equation is ax square plus bx plus c equal to 0. Right. So here you can see what is a 7, what is b minus 2, and what is c? C is negative 80. Just plug in the values. So this is minus b. You can see this is 2 plus minus under root of b square, which is minus 2 square. Negative 2 square is 4. This is 4 minus 4 a is 7 and c is minus 80 upon 2 a. What is a? This is 7. So what is x? X is equal to 2 plus minus 4, and this negative and negative will become positive. So this is plus 28. You can see this is 28 into 80 divided by 14. Right. So now what is this? You can see this is 2 plus minus root of upon 14. What is this? Let's check the calculator. This is 28 multiplied with 50 plus 4. 2244. This is 2244. Now you just use the calculator, plug in the values. You will find the values of x, and you will find, if I plug in the values, you will find the values of x will be minus 3.24, and this is 3.53. 3.53. You would write the answer to 2 decimal place. They have mentioned it 2 decimal place. Okay. So just calculate the value using calculator. You will find this is minus 3.24 and 3.53. I hope this is clear. Now, this is the next part. Calculate the difference. This is the continuation of the same question. Calculate the difference between time Martha is walking and time she is running. Give your answer in hours and minutes, correct to nearest minute. Okay. So what is the time she is walking. Let's say time she is walking and the time she is running. She is running. Okay. So what is the time taken? You can see time taken is for walking. For walking, what is the time taken? This is 10 by x. 10 by x. And what is the time for running? For running, what is the time taken? This is 5 by, you can see this is 5 by x plus 4. 5 by x plus 4. Correct? Now, what is the value of x? So we have already got what is the value of x. If I solve that equation, you got this. And obviously, x cannot be negative because this is 2. So this is 3.53. So let's put x is equal to 3.53. So this is 10 upon 3.53. This is 5 upon 3.53 plus 4 is 7.53. And this is in, what is this? This is in R. This is in, what was the unit? Hours. This is in R. So this is hours. Okay. So let's use the calculator and see what is this value. This is 10 divided by 3.53. So we have to find the value. This is 3.53. So what is this? This is 2.832. You can say 2.833 hours. Why I'm taking this till 3 decimal? Because ultimately you have to round. Okay. You can write the answer to correct minutes. So we'll see what is that value. Okay. So this is 5 divided by 7.53, which is equal to 0.664 hours. So what is the difference? What is the difference? Difference will be equal to 2.833 minus 0.664, which is 2.169. Now this is clear. Now this we have to write in hours and minutes, and you have to write the answer to correct near minute. So obviously this is 2 plus 0.169 minute, 2 hours and this many minutes. So 0.169, you can see this is equal to 2 hours plus by 0.169 minutes, I'll multiply with 60, right? 0.169 multiplied with 60, which is equal to 10.14 minutes. But you have to write the answer to nearest minute. So what is this? This is 2 hours plus 10 minutes. I hope this is clear. 2 hours, 10 minutes. So let's check the answer. This is 2 hours, 10 minutes is the answer for this question. Okay. So that's it. Okay. So now the next question on the histograms. Sky sorts into two types, light and heavy. Histogram shows the information here. This is light is this and heavy is this. Okay. Mass is between 0 and okay. So let's see the question. Find the number of light parcels. Okay. So this is the histogram given in frequency density. You have to find the number of light parcels. So you can see we have completed the light parcels. Light parcel mass should be between 0 and 2. Now, how to calculate the frequency? Frequency from frequency density, if you have to calculate the frequency, this is the area of the rectangle. The area of the rectangle will give the frequency. Now, what is the area of this rectangle? You can see this is 2, this is 2, and this is 20. That is 40. Area of this is 20 into 2, which is 40. So, what is the answer for this? This is 40. That means there are 40 light parcels. Okay? There are 102 heavy parcels. Complete the histogram. So, there are 102 you can parcels, heavy parcels. That is in this range. Now you can clearly see this, in this histogram, what is the frequency density? If you write the frequency density, what is the frequency density? This is frequency upon the class width. Okay. So this part is already done. Now what is for this second part, that is for heavy? How many parcels are there? 102. So this is frequency is 102. And what is the class width? Class width, you can see this is equal to 3. So what is this? If I divide this, this is 340. Yeah, 34. Yeah, 34. That means frequency density for the heavy particles will be equal to 34. So I will just plot 34. So you can clearly see from 2 to 5, we will mark a rectangle of height 34. What is frequency density for 34? So this is 31. Sorry, this is 32, 33. Sorry, 34. So what is this? This is 34 from this. This is 34. So this is the answer. Basically, what is expected here is what is the frequency density? This is 34. So let's see. Is this the correct answer? 30, 34. Yes, that is the answer. So we'll just shade this. This is how you will complete the histograms here. Okay. So let's move to the next question. So to solve the simultaneous equation, here this is the one is quadratic expression, and other is the linear expression. So now how will you solve this? These two are same values of y, so just equate them. So this is 2x squared minus 3x minus 7 equal to 2x minus 7, right? Non-linear equation and linear equation. So now let's arrange the term. This is 2x squared. You can see this is minus 3x minus 7 minus 2x plus 7 equal to 0. Taking all the terms on one side. Now you can see this 7 and 7 cancels. So what is this? 2x square minus 5x equal to 0. Negative 3x, negative 2x will be negative 5x. So now you have factorized this. You can directly factorize this. You can see x is common. So what is this? This is 2x minus 5 equal to 0. Now if this product is 0, either x is equal to 0, that is one case, or 2x minus 5 is equal to 0. So what is this? 2x equal to 5. Adding 5, that is x is equal to 5 by 2. So one answer is x equal to 0, other value is x equal to 5 by 2. So now correspondingly, what are the values of y? So when x is equal to 0, what is the value of y? So you can see I can put x equal to 0 in any of the equation. So this one is easier. So if I put x is equal to 0 here, you can see this is minus 7. So this is y is minus 7. So this is one solution, 0 minus 7. Next one is x is equal to 5 by 2. If I put x is equal to 5 by 2, what is the value of y? So if I put x is equal to 5 by 2 here, this will become 2 into 5 by 2, which is equal to 5. 5 minus 7, which is equal to negative 2. So what is the answer? This is 5 by 2 and minus 2. So this is, let's see the answer. 0 minus 7, 5 by 2 and minus 2. That is the correct answer. Next question. Now the next question here is on the three-dimensional geometry. Now this is a very interesting question. We have a trapezium, prism, okay? Cross section is a trapezium. Angles are given to you. Again, the question is similar like what you generally get in an exam. Diagonal, what is the angle made by diagonal AG with the base ABFE? The problem here is this is not a question which has been asked in previous years because this is the trapezium. It will not be a symmetric figure, right? So you see, we have to find the angle made by the diagonal AG. This is diagonal AG. So let's see, this is the diagonal AG, and you have to find the angle AG, angle of this diagonal AG with the base ABFE. Okay. So now, if you just observe this, if I draw perpendicular from this, like this, okay, this is what is required, the angle, like this. This is the angle which is required, right? From the plane, you have to find this angle. This is the projection I have taken, right? So now see, for finding this angle, let's say this angle is theta. First thing is, if this is 5, you can easily say this is also 5 because this is parallel, and you can see exactly this is same figure, right? Now just observe this. How can you find this length? Now let's find this length. So here you can see this length is equal to 15. This is 15. You can, I just draw this. This is, you can see, this is 15. Okay. And you can see, I can easily find this also. So what I can do is, I can say this angle is, this length is 15. So this is also 15. Right. Now, how can you find this? How can you find this line? This angle is 90 degree. Okay. So how can you find this now? You can see if this is 7, so this will be 7, and this is 7, so this is also 7. So what will be this length? Let's say this length is r. So can I say this length AR will be equal to, because this is a right angle triangle, I can apply the Pythagoras here. This is under root of 15 square plus 7 square. I hope this is clear. Why this is 7? Because this length is 7, this is 7. So this is perpendicular, so this is also 7, right? So now we can easily see, if I take this angle, this height is 5 and this length AR, you can see this length AR. This is this value. So what is tan theta? The opposite side, that is equal to 5 upon what is this length AR? This is under root of 15 square plus 7 square. So from this, you can easily get what is theta. This is tan inverse of 5 divided by root of, this is 225 plus 49. And now you can just use the calculator and check what is this value. You will find this will be equal to 16.8 degrees. Okay. So this is a non-written question. It's very important because many students see that this line and you join this line and find the angle, which is not the correct answer for this question. Okay. So this is how you can answer this question, 5 upon this, 16.8 degrees. Okay. Now let's move to the next question. Now this is a question on function. So you can clearly see the first question is easy. Fx is equal to 1. That means 7 to the power x minus 4 is equal to 1. Right? Now what is this? If the base is, if the number is 1, the power has to be equal to 0 because 7 raised to 0 will be equal to 1. Right? So this is x minus 4 has to be equal to 0, is equal to 4. Now the next is f inverse x is equal to 1, then find the x. So if I say f inverse x is equal to 1, that means x will be equal to f of 1. Right? Now what is this? X will be equal to f of 1. Now what is f of 1? This is 7 to the power 1 minus 4. 1 to 1. Right? So what is this? X is equal to 7 raised to minus 3, or you can say this is 1 upon 7 cube. 7 cube. That is 343. That is the x is equal to 1 upon 340. This is the solution of this. Okay. Now the next question, calculate the value of y. In this triangle, you have to calculate the value of y. So to find this angle, now always remember, whenever you have any triangle whose all the sides are given to you, you can use cosine rule to find the uh, angle of the triangle. You can see if you find y, you can find this y by using cosine rule. So let's write this here. What is this? Cos y is equal to, what are the adjacent side? This 10 and 14. So this is 10 square plus 14 square negative minus this is 13 square, opposite of this is 13 square upon 2 into 10 into 14. So what is y? Y will be equal to cos inverse of this value, which you can easily find. So if you put all these values, you will find that answer will be 63 degrees. So this will be 63.02 degree, or you can say this is 63 degrees. Okay, this is what you will get from first part, okay, using calculator. Now where to find BD? In the second part, you have to find BD. You have to find this length BD. You have to find length BD. Now, how will you find this? You can see for finding BD, what you can do is, so already we have in the first part we have got, see, in the first part we have got what is this angle? This is 63 degree. So this is 63 degree, and I can easily find this angle also. Okay, but we don't know. We have to find side BD. For this, I need to find this thing. Okay. So now how will you find this side AD? Because in this triangle, you will be knowing all the sides, but we don't know this side. But I can use, so okay. So let's do one thing. I can easily find side AD. How will you find side AD? So you can see I can use sine rule in this triangle. How? You can see this side opposite to this side, and AD is opposite to this. So I can use solve. You can say 14 upon sine 97 degree. You can see this is 14 upon sine 97 degree is equal to AD upon what is this angle? Sine 838 degree. So this is sine 38 degree. So what is side length AD? This is 14 into sine 38 degree divided by sine 97 degree, right? So from this you can get AD. So let's see what is AD. So this is 14 into sine 38 degree divided by sine 97 degrees, which is equal to 8.68 centimeters. So this side is 8.68 centimeters. Now just see here, we have to find BD. Now, if you have to find BD, you can see we know this is 8.68 and this is 10 centimeter. And what is this angle? You can see this is 97, that's 38. So what is this angle? This is, what is this sum? This is 135 degree. So 135 degree, I'll subtract 180 minus 135 degree. So this is 5 and this is 745 degree. Correct. So this angle is 45 degree. So what is this total angle? This total angle is 108 degree. So what is this angle? I'll write this is 108 degree. Okay. The addition of these two angles. Right. So now you can see I have to find BD. So again in this triangle ABD, I can apply cosine rule. So if you apply cosine rule, you can see this is BD square is equal to, this is the opposite side, right, of the sine. So how will I write this? This is 8.68 square plus this is 10 square minus 2 into 8.68 into 10, correct, into cos 108 degree. So again applying the cosine rule, you can see in this triangle BD square is equal to this square plus this square minus 2 into the side product into cos of 108 degree, that is this total angle 108 degree. Now if you just find this and take the square root of this, you will find the value of BD, and that you can check the calculation, which will be equal to, I'll give you the answer. This is equal to 60, this is this will be equal to 15.1. This is 15.1 centimeter. That will be the answer to this question. So I hope you understood this. Always remember, when two sides are known to you and angle between them is known to you, so you use cosine rule to find the third side. That is the best way to use cosine rule. And if you know all the sides of the triangle, use cosine rule to find the angles. Okay, this is a tip which you should remember. Okay. Now, so I hope this is clear. Okay, so this completes the discussion on paper 58041. I hope you understood all the questions. Just go slowly, you will be able to get everything in the paper. So I'll say this is not a difficult question. This is a moderate to easy paper. That's it for this video. So I hope you have understood. Please do like the video and subscribe to our channel and share with your friends. Thank you. Bye bye.